What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Cool Colas here, and so you're tuning into another video for TJ Foodies. Today I have an interesting concept I want to kind of kick to y'all. So I wanted to get some of my vegetarian, vegan, and non-meat products that I use or eat throughout the week to kind of substitute not really eating meat, because I told you I only eat meat on the weekends. I only eat them on Saturdays, Sundays, and like holidays and vacations and things like that. But anyway, I was just trying to make this video to show people some of the foods that I've tried that are vegetarian, like I said, vegan, and just non-meat, and then give you my honest review on what I think about each of them. So we're going to start with the first one, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. The first one here is vegetable broth. This is the Great Value organic vegetable broth that you can find at Walmart. So, as far as this goes, I will say it is a pretty good substitute for like a chicken broth or a beef broth. Like, it's still kind of like if you want to make a chili or you want to make something like that, it's good for that. Now, it's not alkaline. It's not alkaline because it contains garlic and stuff like that in it. So if this is something that you were looking for as like an alkaline substitute, this ain't it. This is better for like vegetarians or like vegans who like aren't trying to be like alkaline, basically. So this right here is pretty good. I would probably give this B tier. The only reason why I'm going to give this B tier is because although it is good, like just thinking about like the way that chicken broth tastes and beef broth tastes, it had like more of a salt kick to it. Like there was salt or something else. It's like it has like a punch in it. There's like a punch that's missing. And if that punch was there, and I want to say it is salt, then to me, I think it would be better. Like I find myself having to put extra like sea salt in it. So that's what I think. This is B tier. So next thing we're moving on to is raw amber blue agave sweetener, which you can also find at Walmart. So this is the organic Great Value version. The only ingredient in this thing is organic blue agave. So this is actually alkaline. So you should be able to consume this without any problems. This right here is what I would say a good substitute for like a sugar. So it's sweet. You know, it's kind of, it almost has like the consistency of a syrup, but it's a little bit thinner. To me, it's like pretty good. It's pretty sweet. It kind of reminds you of like almost like a honey, like in like taste, I would say. But again, consistency of syrup itself, not as thick, definitely not as thick as either that or honey, I would say. As far as the blue agave, tier wise, I'm gonna give it A tier. This thing's pretty good. Only thing I wish is that it wasn't so thin, because I think it goes pretty quickly. Outside of that, the taste and everything like that is great. So A tier. Next thing, Brazilian nuts. So got these at Walmart as well too. Now, I will say this is my first time ever having a Brazilian nut. And that was actually like a couple weeks ago. That was my first time ever having it. And so, as you can see, a lot of them are gone. So that already tells you where it might rank in the scale. But I'm not a nut person. Let me just say that. I'm not. Peanuts are okay. Walnuts, I'm getting like more used to and stuff like that. But outside of that, the nut family, I really don't really mess with a lot of that stuff. But I do like these. These are really good. I'm going to give the Brazilian nuts an A tier. And the reason why I'm going to give it A tier is because it's pretty good. And for me to want to even consume like a good chunk of these, that tells you that I probably like them, you know, to a certain extent. So yeah, these are pretty good. I think they're enjoyable as far as like the taste. It's very it's a little sweet and a little savory, so it's a good mix. It kind of reminds you, it's like in the peanut family, but it doesn't have like the pungent taste that a peanut does. But it's in that family, like sweet, slightly savory, like it can go either way. It's pretty good though. Next thing I want to talk about is vegan Chao shredded cheese. Now this is a good substitute for like just a cheese. So this is like a vegan version of it, like a cheese blend. This is the Mexican style blend actually, and you can find this actually at a Meijer if you are in Michigan, because I know Meijer is not everywhere. But anyway, so this is a good substitute if you want like a, you want to do like a vegan Mexican meal or a vegetarian Mexican meal or something like that. Or if you just want to have like cheese on something like a wrap or something like that. So it's pretty good for things like that. I do like it, although I will say that like with the cheeses, You definitely have to be careful. I like the Chao brand personally. This one right here is pretty good. If I had to like tier it, I would say it's probably I would say high B tier, low A tier. I'm gonna stick it somewhere in there. The reason why is because when I think of cheese, I'm used to like the way that it melts. And this right here, it melts okay. It melts just fine. But like, I don't know, I just think of like that cheesy pool and the taste and things like that. Like you have to kind of buff the flavor a little bit in my opinion. So it's a lot more gooiness like in the familiarity of cheese than it is like that taste, that pungent taste that cheese used to have. Outside of that though, it is really good. It's a good substitute. It does kind of put you in the mindset like you are eating cheese except without like tons of sugar and tons of terribleness. Now again, this I'm not advertising that this is super healthy itself, but it is not dairy and it is not like the cheese that you're used to. So I probably, if I had to stick it somewhere, say high B tier. Vita Coco, which is coconut water. So you can get this at Walmart, and this is a good snack if you want like some electrolytes. So this is a good substitute if you don't want to like drink a Gatorade, which has a ton of salt in it, but which is supposed to be good for your electrolytes, right? So this is a good substitute. All it is water. It's a coconut water as well too. It's water, coconut water, has vitamin C in it, and it has like a little bit of sugar in it, which is why I wouldn't call it like the thing that's at its supreme healthiness, but it is still pretty healthy overall. It is a really healthy option if you want something to drink that's a little different than water. It has a good taste. It's sweet, but it's subtle and sweet as well too. So it's very good. It's very nutritious, delicious, and it gives you like the energy that you need to, you know, keep going. Give it A tier. So, fish cutlets or fish fillets, Gardein. So with these, I only was able to find them at Meijer. I don't know about you all. They're probably at some Walmarts, but not at any of the ones that are around me. Anyway, these bad boys are good, like almost like vegetarian substitutes for like a fish. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. You can do tons of things with this. You can make fish tacos. You can make like just fish on the side. You can kind of season it up and do something cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make it like spicy and whatnot. You can just, like I said, just eat it by itself like as a meal. So I really like this. This is one of my favorite Gardein meals, if not my favorite. I like it because like it's filling, but at the same time like they're not a lot of calories. Like I think like for 2 pieces it's like 200 calories. So I think that's like pretty good. So yeah, like I said, like this is pretty good. If I had to tier it, I probably would give it A tier because it is delicious, and I would give it on the high end of A tier. It's pretty freaking close to S. I'm not gonna lie. But it's good. The only thing that I think I would change is maybe like the size. Like I said, it does get me full, but I don't know why. Like when I think of fish, I think of a bigger piece. But it's filling. I just think of a bigger piece, I guess. Mini crispy crabless cakes. I always make a little joke with the reviewer, like with these these vegan meals where they're substituting for like a meat. I'll say crab, and I'll say fish, and I'll say chicken, because like you'll see chicken. Like she laughing over here. She know what I'm talking about. I say, look, I got the crab, or I got that fish. Anyway, these are really good. I really like these. They do taste like crab. Or like seafood in general. To me, they do. They're breaded nicely. They have the texture of like a crab almost. So like you actually could get tripped up. Like if you put a little like dill seasoning or whatever on it, like you might not even be able to tell the difference if you blindfold somebody. You might not. I think it's pretty close to the actual crab. So if it were me, I probably would give this maybe A tier, high A tier, because just like the fish, it's really good. It's a good substitute, and I think it's relatively filling as well too. I just wish more were in the bag, I would say. That was my only critique. But again, that may be more of a manufacturing thing than it is a product. All right, moving forward. Dun dun dun. So, let me tell you about this. This is the Cheddar style shred, plant-based shred for great value. All right, y'all. So, I'm just gonna get a little serious with y'all for a second. As a kid, have you ever tried like just to eat things that were abnormal? I'm not saying I did this. I'm just hypothetically suggesting this. Like abnormal things. Okay. This right here is possibly one of the most abnormal foods I think I have ever tasted in my plant-based experience. This, y'all, tastes like a combination of some crayons, some damn wax, and then some shit that probably spoiled about 10 years ago. It has the worst aftertaste that I have ever tasted in any vegan, vegetarian, non-meat meal, and even some meat meals. It is not good. I'm not gonna lie, this is terrible. If you ever see this, walk past it. It's expensive and it tastes bad. If I had to rank this, it's getting a straight up E tier. Matter of fact, come with me, reviewer. If you mind backing up for a second. Okay, so see that right there? This is called a trash can. You can get this at any convenience store, right? They come in handy for things that are trash. So you see this right here? This is called trash. So we're gonna slowly look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. See there? That's what it does. Goes in the trash. Anyway, so the next thing here is Beyond Beef.
Move your finger a little.
Sorry.
There you go.
Lord Jesus Christ. When I tell you that this thing makes you just want to throw all meat away, like don't even touch a cow no more after having this. Like, this is phenomenal. I feel like this is what Burger King and other places use for their plant-based like beef burgers, because the taste is familiar. It's very familiar, and the smell is familiar, and it's delicious. Now, it don't look like much, and it don't look good, obviously. But like when you cook it and you eat it, y'all, let me tell you, this is the best burger you ever have. You don't even want to go backwards. Oh my God, you take a pretzel bun, take this, take some lettuce, take some tomato. It's S tier. It's S tier. This is S tier. This is absolutely S tier. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. If you see it and you want to go plant-based, this is the thing for you. I'm not advocating for it being healthy. I'm advocating for it being delicious. I'm just saying. All right. So, Morningstar hot and spicy sausage patties. Look, y'all, I'm just gonna tell you. I stopped eating pork sausage a really long time ago, but these right here might be the best sausages that are a good replacement for pork sausage that I have probably ever tasted. These are so good. Like, you almost want to eat it again and say, wait, I didn't eat pork, did I? Like, because it's really that good. It almost tastes like it. It has like the texture, it has like the meatiness. The only thing that I will say that it has that the pork sausage doesn't have is that it lacks oil, which is a good thing, because when you eat like pork sausage, it's very oily. Like, y'all know it's pretty oily, like when you eat it, and it makes you just feel weird after you're done. You just don't feel good after it. This right here, this is not oily, and it's good, and it's filling, and it's not a lot of calories. I'm gonna give it high A tier. The only reason, there's literally only one thing that doesn't make it S tier, and it's that these patties are kind of small. That is the only thing that doesn't make it S tier. If these patties were as big as a sausage patty was, this would be S tier. But only because of that reason would I put it at high A tier. But these are amazing. Probably one of the best breakfast items I've ever tried out of the vegan vegetarian area. Now, last thing. I call it Quorn. It might be called Quorn. I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to call it Quorn. This is Quorn to me. Quorn. You can find this at Walmart. Okay? Also, the sausages too. You can find that at Walmart too. But anyway, you find this at Walmart. They're like these little pieces. They kind of look like little chicken thingies, right? To me, it's a good chicken substitute. It tastes really good. You can put it in a lot of different things. Like, you can put it in burritos. You can put it in like meals with rice. You could put it in noodle dishes as well too. I'd even fried them up in some cases as well too, and they taste really delicious. Fry them up with some grapeseed oil and like a little bit of like spelt flour is pretty good. So to me, these are delicious, very, very delicious. I'm gonna give these A tier. Really, like, I don't really have too many complaints about them. I guess I wish the bag was a little bit bigger so that there's more of them, because I mean these things are like run like $3 or $4 or something like that. But I mean, I guess like for what it is, I really shouldn't really be complaining. You can get a couple meals out of it, but I guess I wish it was just a little more. I don't know. Outside of that, I think it's really good. All right, y'all. These are all the meals that I got, so hope you all enjoyed it and hope it gave you a little bit of insight on what I thought about different things that I tried at the store for vegetarian, vegan, and non-meat meals. So outside of that, please subscribe, leave us a comment, like, share, tell your friends, tell your cousin, tell your baby mama, tell everybody who you can that we got a dope channel. Anyway, I hope to see y'all later. I'm going to have some more content coming up soon, and we're going to kind of get into it from there. So, have a good one. Peace.